As Hierarch, I was made aware of a location where our Kalai scientists experimented on new weaponry in secret. Within the Glacius facility, the Purifier program has been reborn. We must recover this immensely powerful technology. The Nerazim of Shakuras ritually sever their connection to the Kala. Because of this, they are now the last free Protoss. I must reach them before Amon's armies. No.
Hierarch, Shakuras is overrun. Loss of life is extensive. Hold. We are receiving a transmission.
Praise the gods. Artanis, you live.
Matriarch Vorazun, what has happened here?
Shakuras has fallen. The warp gate linking this world to Ire has been reopened. Countless hybrid and Zerg pour from the other side. They've obliterated our cities, decimated our Shadow Guard. We are trying to evacuate the remaining population, but I am uncertain whether we can hold long enough to get them safely away.
We will give you the time you need, Matriarch. My Templar are inbound.
The solar core is functioning perfectly, Hierarch. I've been trying to isolate the major population centers in need of evacuation. The Zerg signatures far outnumber those of the Protoss, but most of the survivors seem to have gathered within Talametros.
There must be Nerazim phase-smiths you know among them. Those who stayed behind.
I am not seeing any Protoss life signs from within the engineering base, Hierarch.
Then they have met their fate.
Or perhaps they fought their way to safety. The Dark Templar do not follow our caste system. Some of their faithsmiths are trained warriors, skilled as any of ours.
That does give them an advantage I had not realized. But then, our people are very different.
Of course, Hierarch. The craftsmanship that went into engineering this keystone is a true work of art. The Xel'Naga were masters of both form and function.
All this time, this wretched little world was within striking distance of our fleets.
Much has changed since your era, Preserver.
First you consort with those Terrans, and now the Fallen Ones? It is heresy. You must know this.
The Dark Templar are now our allies.
There was a time when the Protoss were broken. Throughout the Aeon of Strife, we tore at each other with wanton abandon. Only one path was ever found to end the madness and unify our people. The Kala. The Dark Ones rejected its light. They denied their own race. How can you fight for them?
For one so sworn to preserve our history, Rohana, how can you be so blind to its turn?
I see I have offended you, Hierarch. My apologies. Adapting to this period is difficult.
My Dark Templar were tracking your invasion on Ire when we were cut off. Then the warp gate opened. What happened, Artanis?
Amon used the Kala to seize control of the Templar. I could feel his rage tearing through me, and I was powerless against it. Zeratul found me. It was there that he...
Yes?
He tried to free me. And he succeeded, at the cost of his own life. He fell by my hand.
It was Amon's deed, not yours.
Zeratul came to me with a warning, but I did not act. Because of this, he is now gone, and the stars burn dimmer for his loss. Amon's deed or not, I carry a burden, Matriarch. One that cannot be easily lifted. It is so empty without the Kala. The voices of my people, lost in darkness.
The Zerg infestation is overtaking Telemetros. Our evacuation is already in great peril. Your aid cannot come soon enough, Hierarch. Shakuras teams with Amon's Zerg broods. We hold only the southwest quadrant of Telemetros, and even that is in peril. We must evacuate our people, but the launch bays have been defiled with infestation. Only ground forces can clear them. Once the bays are free, the planetary warp conduit will allow our ships to escape safely.
The launch bays will be cleared. Your people will survive, Matriarch. This I swear.
You will need the aid of my Dark Templar in this battle. They can strike from the shadows without fear of reprisal.
The darkness returned.
You have not enough minerals.
What would you ask of us?
Artanis, I'm detecting a rift opening near your position. Avoid Thrasher. By the gods, it's sieging the warp conduit.
Warriors, we must slay it before it destroys the conduit. Strike as one, Templar.
Nasperu.
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals.
The Thrasher is slain, but it will be for naught if the launch bays remain infested.
I am but a phantom. The darkness rises. I am the Lord of the Narazim. I will comply. By the void. Jakul
You
Ina.
must construct additional pylons.
I am but a phantom.
These vaults hold the solarite reserves that power Telemetros. You may claim them with our blessing, Hierarch.
Here is an illusion.
Indeed, completing bonus objectives will allow me to improve the Spear of Adun's power. There are 2 vaults left in the city.
Bask in the twilight. Cartoon. I am the blade of the Narazim. I am the tree.
Shore up our defenses. The Zerg are moving to attack our nexus point.
You must construct additional pylons. That must be placed on a Vespine geyser.
The conduit is under assault.
I bask in the twilight.
Engaging foe.
I am intrigued. What would you have? I bask in the twilight.
Our pylon is under attack.
The Thrasher has been eliminated. This would be an opportune moment to clear the launch bays.
I have returned.
I am but a phantom.
Matriarch Vorazun, the first launch bay has been cleared. Continue evacuating.
You have not enough minerals.
I walk the shadowed path. I have returned.
Be careful. The spore crawlers and overseers ahead can detect our Dark Templars' movements. Slay them first.
What would you ask of us? I avoid. Clever. I bask in the twilight. What would you ask of me?
Another Thrasher has appeared. You know what must be done.
Engaging foe.
I am but a phantom. I am intrigued. Let darkness rise. By the moon, I am the blade of the Narazine. You seek our service. Battle is upon us.
Engaging foe.
I bask in the twilight. Jagu-ina. I will comply. What would you ask of us? I am but a phantom.
Base is under attack.
That should buy the conduit more time.
It's an illusion. Nasperu Unagar.
We have secured a second launch bay.
Well done. Half of the bays are launching evacuation ships.
would you ask of us? By the void. From the shadows I come. The darkness rides. Cartoon. Clever. By the void.
Upgrade complete. You must construct it.
Amon has sent another Void Thrasher against us. Slay it before the conduit falls.
Jakul Inak. Cut. Battle is upon us. I have returned. From the shadows I come. Nasperu unata. From the shadows I come. From the shadows I come. The darkness rides. I am the blade of the Narazim. I am but a phantom. Nasperu Unata. I have returned. By the void. I am the blade. What would you ask of us? Make use of it. Fear is an illusion.
Upgrade complete.
I am but a phantom.
Another Thrasher felled. Is there no end to these abominations?
What would you ask of us? I am intrigued. I bask in the twilight. Clever. By the void. I am but a phantom. Cartoon. Jakul Ina. I am the blade of the narrow. From the I have returned. You seek our service.
Artanis, another Void Thrasher has been summoned. This one is in the heart of the city.
Fear is an illusion. I am intrigued. I am the blade of the Narazim. Nasperu Unadar. By the void. What would you ask of us?
Upgrade complete.
The warp conduit has lost half of its durability. The Void Thrasher must be dealt with soon.
Cartoon. Clever. I am the blade of the Narazim. strength. I am the blade of the Narazine. I am intrigued. From the shadows I come. Clever. I will comply. I am intrigued. I am the blade of the Fear is an illusion. I walk the shadowed path. I will comply. Clever. I am the blade of the What would you ask of us? Jakku Enoch. I am the blade of the Narazine. You seek our service.
The conduit has sustained significant damage. Artanis, you must stop the Thrasher, or all is lost.
I am but a phantom. I am intrigued. By the void. Got to. I am but a phantom. I will comply. Clever. I am intrigued. Cartoon. What would you ask of us? I will comply.
The destruction of the warp conduit is imminent. Slay the Thrasher, quickly!
Our pylon is under attack. You must place that in a power field. You require more Vespene gas.
From the shadows I come.
Base is under attack.
You will need the aid of my Dark Templar in this battle. They can strike from the shadows without fear of reprisal.
You seek our service.
These vaults hold the solarite reserves that power Talametros. You may claim them with our blessing, Hierarch. Artanis, I'm detecting a rift opening near your position. Avoid Thrasher. By the gods, it's sieging the warp conduit!
Warriors, we must slay it before it destroys the conduit. Strike as one, Templar.
Cartoon. From the shadows I come.
The Thrasher is slain, but it will be for naught if the launch bays remain infested.
In the twilight. Nasperu Unadar. Cartoon. I am the blade.
You must construct additional pylons.
I have returned. Nasperu Unadar. What would you ask of us?
You
Cartoon.
must construct additional pylons.
Clever. Awaiting fear is an illusion.
You have not enough minerals.
I have returned. I am but a phantom. They shall.
Shore up our defenses. The Zerg are moving to attack our nexus point.
I have returned. Our blades meet the enemy. We shall see. Fear is an illusion. I will comply.
Be careful. The spore crawlers and overseers ahead can detect our Dark Templars' movements. Slay them first.
By the void. Nasperu Unadar. Clever.
A second Thrasher. The conduit is under assault.
I will comply. I am in trouble. Our blades meet the enemy. What is was the shadow path? The darkness lies. You see
The Thrasher has been eliminated. This would be an opportune moment to clear the launch bays.
Nasperu Unadar. Cartoon.
Matriarch Vorazun, the first launch bay has been cleared. Continue evacuating.
By the void. I will comply. The darkness rides. I have
additional pylons. We must construct additional pylons.
I am intrigued.
Engaging foe.
Clever. What would you ask of us? I am but a phantom. I am the blade of the Narazine. I am intrigued.
Engaging foe.
I will comply.
I have returned.
Another Thrasher has appeared. You know what must be done.
Got to. I am but a phantom. You seek our service.
I am needed.
Nasbiru Unadar. Clever.
That should buy the conduit more time.
By the void.
Engaging foe.
Base is under attack.
From the shadows I come. Here is an illusion. I bask in the twilight. I am the blade of the by the void.
Amon has sent another Void Thrasher against us. Slay it before the conduit falls.
You must place that in a power field.
I am
I have returned.
Jakul Ina. By the void. What would you ask of us? I am the blade of the Narazine. I bask.
I walk the shadowed path.
You have not enough minerals.
shadowed path.
You have not enough minerals.
I walk the shadowed path. I walk the shadowed path.
You have not enough minerals.
I walk the shadowed path. The god, I walk the shadowed path. The darkness rides. By the void. Clever. You seek our
Engaging foe.
Artanis, another Void Thrasher has been summoned. This one is in the heart of the city.
Another Thrasher felled. Is there no end to these abominations?
I walk the shadowed path.
The warp conduit has lost half of its durability. The Void Thrasher must be dealt with soon.
Speru Unatar. Clever. I have returned. I have returned. I am intrigued. You seek ours. I walk the shadow. I walk the shadowed path. Cartoon. I will comply. All blades meet the enemy.
You require more Vespers.
From the shadows, I walk the shadowed path. I am intrigued. I am the blade of the Narrathene.
Engaging foe.
I walk the shadowed path. Cartoon.
The conduit has sustained significant damage. Artanis, you must stop the Thrasher, or all is lost.
Jakul Enoch. I walk the shadowed path. The darkness rides. I walk the shadowed path. Nasperu Unatai. I walk the shadowed path.
The destruction of the warp conduit is imminent. Slay the Thrasher, quickly!
Receiving. Mitoga.
Well done, brave warriors. Amon's Thrashers are no match for the Templar.
Upgrade.
Engaging foe. Input command. I have returned. Commencing. I am needed. We await our I walk the shadowed path.
Jeez, my hands are gonna hurt after a while with this.
You must place that in a power field.
I bask in the twilight.
Alright, let's get rid of this.
You require...
Our blades meet the enemy. I have returned. I walk.
We have secured a second launch bay.
Well done. Half of the bays are launching evacuation ships.
I have returned. I walk the shadowed path.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
What would you ask of us?
I would ask you to move, because I need you guys to move really badly right now.
Nasbit.
You require more Vespine gas.
The darkness.
Well, let's get this going.
I am the blade of the Narazine.
Got a big wave incoming.
We have purged the infestation. Only one launch bay remains disabled.
Alright. Star Wars. Oh my god, you hurt. Alright. Yeah, the meat. And what's there, friends? Alright, need the army over there. And then we're done.
From the shadows I come. I have returned.
Warp gates.
The shadowed path. I walk the shadowed path. I am the darkness.
Victory is mine. Yes.
The launch bays have been reclaimed. Matriarch, you may complete the evacuation.
You have saved my people, Artanis, and they will never forget it.
Despite this tragedy, I am pleased to see you once more, Hierarch. I had hoped that our next interaction would be your announcement of Ayer's reclamation.
As did I. Instead, the Templar have fallen.
Then the threat is greater than I realized.
We cannot let the same fate befall Shakuras.
It is too late for that. Amon Zerg poured through the warp gate as a tide of flesh and blade. They have already overrun Telemetros and are nearing the shrines of Lazul. This world is lost. With such an infestation, Shakuras must be destroyed.
Destroy Shakuras? I will not permit this.
Permit? Shakuras was my people's home long before we offered yours sanctuary upon it. I will not let this world be a den for Amon's forces. Worlds may fall to ash. What matters is that we endure.
To lose Shakuras and Ire.
We are a vagabond people, Artanis. Our true home has always been Ire. Let us reclaim it together.
It is fitting that the daughter of Raja Gal decides the fate of the world she helped forge. Let us make preparations at once.
Hierarch, I have powered up a new ship subsystem. You can review it in the solar core now.
Of all the Templar, you never wavered in the belief that our two peoples could live in unity. It is something I admired in you.
It is ironic to hear you say this. All this time, I believed you were reluctant to accept the unity I sought.
You and I had many a disagreement in the Twilight Council. For day by day, I saw my people losing what they were. I saw our precious old ways erode.
You wished to preserve them.
I am Nerazim, Dark Templar. I hold great pride in my people.
But you are also Protoss. That is the greater affiliation.
That is not what the Conclave believed when we were exiled long ago. Your kind had ire. Our culture is all we ever had.
It is so empty without the Kala. The voices. What have you discovered about the Keystone, Phase Smith?
Only that my skills may be inadequate to assess it.
Explain.
Imagine the Terrans obtained one of our fabrication matrices. Could their scientists ever understand its engineering? The task set before me is of a similar scale. The Xel'Naga were beings beyond our understanding.
Keep working, Karax. I have faith in you.
The War Council awaits you, Hierarch. Cloaked warriors are now available for deployment.
Cartoon. Vengeance for ire.
The evacuation ships have reported in. All are present and are being escorted by the Spear of Adun.